Listen, it is really rare for us to not know what we're talking about next. But our producers thought, wouldn't it be fun to surprise the host with a relationship dilemma that we are only going to hear about for the first time right now? So here goes. A woman wrote to Bustle for advice saying she's getting married in December and everything is great in their lives except the sex. Oh, girl. Her boyfriend of 21 months has never been with anyone else and isn't open to trying things like toys. So she's tried to communicate her desires. Why are you doing that already, Andrea? No. Stop it. Trying to communicate her desires, but none of it has worked. So let's give her advice. What would we do?
This is like an episode from Sex and the City. Remember when Charlotte and Trey were gonna get married? And then she decided she didn't want to sleep with him before the wedding, and all of her friends were like, honey, I think you should.
Take it for a spin around the block.
Take it for a spin around the test drive. A test drive. She didn't. So I would show this woman that episode. They did.
They did.
They got the wedding. They had this fairy tale wedding.
But also his mother bunny was also a problem.
That's right.
Let's not forget.
Hold on,
that.
but it sounds like she's actually slept with him. It's just that he has never slept with anyone else, and I think he's not.
Like,
okay, that's correct.
I guess is that it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
Probably if he's not willing to work on it.
I mean, it's interesting that we're doing this discussion right on the heels of us talking about how we are terrified sometimes to talk about things. But I'm actually not afraid of this one. I think it's interesting that she's got this far into the relationship without tackling this, right? Why are you heading towards the wedding aisle without having already dealt with this? Because if you don't
be a religious reason, though.
It could be. That might be the reason. But I think for most people, this is a piece of the relationship puzzle. If it's not working in this area, it is one of the most important things, because otherwise you're just friends. You're just roommates.
Yep.
So, but I do think people can be a work in progress. I do.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna measure my words. I'm here for a good. I'm gonna support the man whores. Is that a word? I can't use it. Keep it.
You know that thing we said about getting in trouble? We're totally getting in trouble today.
My hat is off to this woman. I would annul this right away. It is such an important part of your relationship, and you're starting off, and he doesn't want to do this, and he doesn't want to do this, and he doesn't have any experience. Girl, don't do it to yourself. You know what? Go your separate ways and find someone who's going to be open with you in the bedroom. That's all I'm gonna say. And a man who has a little bit more experience is fun to be with.
Yeah, sure. That's a good
You guys are very quiet, it made me very nervous.
So here's the question. We've been told that she's only ever had, in the 21 months that they've been together, she's only had a handful of orgasms. That's number one. And number two, I guess, relationship expert.
Yeah.
Like, how big of the puzzle piece is sex?
Well, it depends on the couple.
Yeah.
It does depend on the couple. There are people for whom, like, there are sexless marriages out there. There are people who decide that this is not a huge piece. There are people who are asexual, who don't really find this to be important. But when you've got, what I don't like about this situation is this woman's obviously written to a relationship column. She has desires that aren't being met. If she's had a handful of orgasms, though, I mean, what I would ask her if I was in her presence is, like, what were the things that added up to that situation working, and how can you create more of that? Stop work there.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a pathway forward.
These little biscuits at the side of the bed, where it's like, great work, honey.
Yeah, but I think she also mentions that he's not open. I think that's the bigger issue. You don't have to come to the table with a lot of experience, but he's also not willing to try things. And that, for me, is a red flag. Because you can go into something and not know, but be open and be like, teach me. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for it. But that person's not doing it. That's why I'm like, you know what? Go your separate ways. Don't do it to yourself. Find someone you're compatible with on every single level.
Well, there you go. Find out Monday if we're still on the air.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.